Are you looking to memorize the ranges of the timpani? Well, you're in the right place, so let's waste no more time and get right into the video. In most middle and high school band programs, you'll typically see a set of 4 timpani, with the sizes of each timpani being 32 inches, 29 inches, 26 inches, and 23 inches. With each individual drum only able to achieve a certain number of pitches, hence the need to know what the specific ranges are for each drum. That way, when you get a new piece of music, you'll be able to place which notes should go on which drum. What are those ranges? Well, we have D to A for the 32 inch, F to C for the 29 inch, B flat to F for the 26 inch, and D to A for the 23 inch. Each drum has the range of a perfect fifth. I will admit though, even for me, remembering all of that was a little tricky, until I learned this trick. It all starts with the B flat major chord, which if you're wondering what makes a chord, traditionally it's a set of 3 or more pitches played together at the same time. And in the case of the B flat major chord, we have the pitches B flat, D, and F. Also known as a B flat major triad because it includes 3 notes. How did we get those specific notes though? Well, let's look at the major scale. The B flat major scale is made up of 8, really 7 notes. B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and then B flat again on top, with each note name corresponding to a number or scale degree within the scale. And a part of this scale are all 3 notes of the B flat major chord, B flat, D, and F, or in terms of scale degrees, 1, 3, and 5. This is because the chord we're talking about is a diatonic chord, which means the B flat major chord is only made up of notes from the scale it's based on. B flat major scale equals B flat major chord. Moving forward to our next step, we need to talk about inverted chords. The B flat major chord we've been talking about is in what we call root position, which basically means that the first note or scale degree of the chord is on the bottom, which in this case is B flat. But if I were to move the B flat up an octave, that would make D the bottom note. This is called first inversion. The middle note of the triad is now the bottom of the chord. In addition, if we were to move the D up an octave, so that F is now the bottom note, that would be called second inversion. But for the sake of this video, just remember what the chord looks like in first inversion. D on the bottom, then F, and B flat on top. Or if you want to think about it with scale degrees, we have 3, 5, and then 1 on top, which leads us to the easiest way to remember the ranges of the timpani, the B flat major chord in first inversion. Because if you remember from earlier, the bottom note for each drum is D for the 32 inch, F for the 29 inch, B flat for the 26 inch, and then D again for the 23 inch. D, F, B flat, the B flat major chord in first inversion. And every time you add a drum to the setup, you keep repeating this process. Hence why the 23 inch drum also starts with D. And if we added a 20 inch drum, its starting pitch would be F, the next note in the chord. The next part to remember is the highest note each drum can reach, which for every single drum, all you have to do is go up the interval of a perfect fifth from the bottom note. So starting with the 32 inch, the bottom note is D, and a fifth up from that is A. For the 29 inch, the bottom note is F, and a fifth up from that is C. For the 26 inch, the bottom note is B flat, and a fifth up from that is F. And then for the 23 inch, it's the same as the 32 inch, where the bottom note is D, and a fifth up from that is A. And that, my friends, is the easiest way to remember the ranges of the timpani. If you want to keep learning more about the wonderful world of percussion, then just click or tap the screen to continue your journey. And I will see you in the next video.